How's it going, everyone? My name is Tommy Atomic Rodriguez, your friendly neighborhood hookahologist, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be reviewing a very special flavor. Oh wow, that was a big difference. I wouldn't call it that special. I'm not a big fan of mints, as you know, but as is my obligation to this beautiful hookah community, I should review mints every once in a while, even if I don't want to. Now today we're going to be taking a little bit on the darker side. We talk about Trifecta's Hipster Mint in the dark blend, because you know what? I'm dark, I wear a dark shirt, and guess what? I like dark shisha. So there we go. We're going to be smoking out of the Avion stick today with 2 flats and a Hookah John 80 feet 80 root beer colored bowl, because I really like this bowl. So what can I say about Hipster Mint? I don't hate it. That's a good start. I don't know, I'm not a big fan of mints altogether. So smoking a mint flavor, there's only 1 or 2 mints I actually will get on board with. Peppermint Milkshake is one of them. And 24 Karat Make by Sumer, that's another one that I can actually get on board with. This is kind of like a very interesting feel to it. It's very similar to 24 Karat. It's very spearminty, right? It tastes like spearmint gum. So there's that. It doesn't get harsh too quickly, but it doesn't give me the feel, like I feel like this would be a great mix, right? If you had like a watermelon or lemon, or wanted a little bit more mint in your lemon mint, this would be something good to add. So I don't know, like this is just one of those things I can't really justify ordering another 250 grams, right? So there's that. The smoke output, as you can see, is Trifecta always does really well in. Let me just show you that, and I just wanted to take a puff. Clouds, fantastic. I've been smoking this bowl for at least 15 minutes, right? Like, this is a flavor that I can go about smoking an entire hour without getting tired of, which is crazy. And it leaves you do have a minty taste after, you have a minty aftertaste to it. And when you open your mouth, it's just like when you get done like rinsing your mouth with Listerine, right? And you open your mouth for the first time, all it is just cooling flavor to it. So it actually is very cool. It's nothing like Supernova. Dear God, we all know that's terrible. By itself, at least. So, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of hard for me to get on board with this flavor. I don't like mint, and I'm having a really hard time, saying good things about it. I think this is one of those flavors I just don't like, right? Because everyone has their flavors that we don't like, and us as hookah shisha reviewers, or however you want to be labeling us on YouTube, it is just one of those things where you kind of have to do every once in a while, right? You have to do something you don't like, and I'm doing something I don't like right now. What I will say about this flavor, and on a positive note, is that it is very, very interesting to have in your stash. So there are people who really enjoy mints, and I have nothing against those people. So I do like having something like this actually in my stash, where people are like, "Oh, what do you feel like smoking?" I'm like, "Well, I got Hipster Mint." I'm like, "Oh, let me just do that," because there are mint heads who just love mint, and this is what they'll smoke regardless. So this is one of those things where it's actually really cool to have. Is it good? Yeah. Thank you. Alright, we're about 30 minutes into this flavor, and the mint has not gone away. This is, for longevity reasons, this is actually a flavor that will go a very good distance. So if you are a fan of not having to change your coals, or we'll go through 3 or 4 rounds of coals off the same flavor, this is something that you will definitely get on board with. Now, this flavor itself is, like I said, very spearmint flavor. It's like spearmint gum, and you really get the cooling aftertaste, especially when you open your mouth. So, do I recommend this flavor to anyone? If you are a fan of mints, this is something you should definitely check out yourself and try it out. For those who are kind of or like me, don't really care for mint, but will smoke it when necessary, it's okay. I think that there are better mints out there. I think the next one I might try is Twice the Ice. That might be a very interesting one to try in 10 years. Trifecta has a very long line of mints. You have Twice the Ice, you have Peppermint Milkshake, you have Hipster Mint, you have another couple of mints in that line that I think will be a little bit better. Comparing this to Peppermint Milkshake is actually my biggest problem, because I love peppermint milkshake. I love the creaminess, and I love the, you know, the minty, the cooling mint taste to it. This itself is just, by itself is not, it doesn't live up to that hype. So to me personally, I'm not a big fan of Hipster mint, but I will smoke it on occasion. Now let's go to the fabulous point of the video where I give it a rate from 1 to 10 on the inhale and exhale. So let's go ahead and start with that inhale, shall we? On the inhale, we have a very smooth draw. We have a very cooling taste to it. Now on the exhale, we'll go ahead and talk about that in a second. So on that exhale, you really do get that cooling taste to it, and it's very different. Now, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna have to give this a 4. 4 out of 10 because I don't like it. It is not my cup of tea. But it is, oh, excuse me. But it is not a bad flavor. It is one of those things where I just kind of keep in reserve just in case someone wants to smoke mint. So, I know it's not very much of a long video. I am kind of tired from filming 2 videos back to back and smoking the entire time because, you know, that's what we do here. But to find me on Instagram and or Twitter, you're going to look under the _hookahologist. To find me on Facebook, you're going to look for this beautiful face under Tommy Rodriguez. And be sure to follow us on Facebook as well under the Hookahologist, where we post our podcast, videos, and any other hookah-related topics I may come or not come up with. Until next time, guys. Keep smoking.